Hi, I'm Vince, and welcome back to our channel. Today, I'm going to apologize for Tammy and I have been filming, or Tammy's been filming, with the GoPro. But the difficulty of the chip and trying to get it into the computer and everything, we've decided to try to use the iPhone because we use an Apple computer. So yesterday's filming was done with an iPhone, not realizing that it mattered until after we already filmed. So we apologize for the film will be just a narrow view, but from here on out it should be correct. Hi, I'm Vince, and welcome back to our channel. Today we continue the van modification. So I've drawn a line, and now I'm going to try to fabricate a piece of metal that will make a shelf here. Definitely not the quickest way. First bend. Either that or I have to do it sideways like this. Which I don't know if I could do that. I guess we'll find out just how hard this stuff is to bend. We're gonna find out. Basically, we're going to try to bend it right there on that. It's not going to be that easy. We may have to put a pipe on it. Yeah. Okay, you ready? Now we have to measure the angle, and we will use this little tool. There's my angle. Too much. Perfect. But see, it's good to overbend it a little bit, because then when I bend it back, it kind of straightens the corner back out a little bit. See, they were very close. Very close. So the next bend, we want to make sure and leave enough space between, because when this actually swings out, it actually does. So we're actually going to have to come in just a little bit like that to bring this in enough. And then our next bend will be approximately right there. So I'll mark it with my Sharpie. So now I'm checking the angle that we're going to bend to go back toward the body. And that's it right there. device wants to move. Wow. Okay. That's it. Okay, this is my final bend. I'm making sure and staying even in a little bit from the blue line, and the purpose is I want to make sure this surface stays away from the swing out enough for us to put wood. We're going to end up putting wood on the top of this, so we need a little extra space. And that space is, I'm creating it right here. If I can get this to bend. Tammy had to help me for a minute, so we had to quit filming for a second, but I basically pounded this in. There we go. We have just created a frame that will basically go right here. We'll have to do a little bit of tweaking, but we want to make sure, like I was saying, that we leave enough room on this side for wood. So I will be pushing that in a little bit and pushing this in a little bit, seeing I'm giving myself enough room. Though I'm suspecting we're going to use 1/4 inch wood material over this. I'm getting ready to drill my holes. I'm using WD-40. When you drill through aluminum, WD-40 works perfect as a lubricant. I've pre-center punched the holes. This is an automatic center punch. And now I've drilled one, but I'm going to show you I'll drill the second one. Doing a pre-fit before I actually apply the glue. I want to make sure my screws line up and everything looks okay. I've JB welded behind where the brackets touch the body, and now I'm just simply screwing it in and pressing the JB weld into place. We will leave this till tomorrow, and then I'm actually going to take and look at this with a level and probably prop this up to where I want it to be. But you can already see how it's going to be just a part of the body. I had to twist it. You can see this twist, and I'll show you over on the van where we're working from right now. The twist was because we're laying on the jack mount, and we had to do a little twist so that our aluminum is now in the correct orientation. And now we'll look for exactly where to bend it to form another structure below. This is what we had glued on in the previous, and I just want to show how, how this is just absolutely a part of this car now. It's, you couldn't pull this off. So this is just a good way to start, because now you're anything we build, and now our next piece, and yesterday I had a little issue. This is the piece I was progressively bending to go here to match this upper one, and I fatigued it so much in the corner it broke before I was finished. And so rather than scrap it, I took a thinner piece of aluminum and used the JB weld and just pinched them together, and I also put a little bit in the joint where it fatigued and broke. So you don't always have to throw everything away. A lot of times you can salvage. And so this piece will actually, it goes right here, and it pretty much, if I got a ruler handy, it pretty much will create, I'm going to adjust it to make it right, but it's pretty much going to give us a surface to work from. I've used a my pendulum, the one I did my video inside the van, to find the van is setting on a relatively level concrete floor. So I'm using the pendulum to find where this lower brace would be. And just trying to show a different way to do things. You could actually lay a level on here and do it that way, but this is just an interesting way to do it, and because it's on a magnet, I'm finding this to be a useful tool, you might say. And I also used it at the other end. I went to this end and I put the pendulum down there. So a pendulum can do a lot. If you've already got the van sitting on a level surface, the pendulum can really help you to get things perpendicular. So now you can see that we have screwed and JB welded it. So it's going to be like this one now. It's going to be very strong. The next step, I've got some material here. Same thing, aluminum, but it's a little bit wider. It's 1.25 inches wide. I'm going to use it as frame material, and I'm going to make a doorway that will be there and here, as large as I can make it. This will be the framework of it, and it'll allow me to screw hinges into it. I'll glue it from the inside so that it won't affect our outside line that we've created.